Tuesday morning to you. Thanks for joining us here on Pittsburgh Today Live. I'm Lisa Washington, and this morning for Heather Abraham, we have a lot to get to on today's show, including Ron's forecast, which is calling for some snow. I know we hate to keep thinking about that, but it's true. Snow is in our forecast. March is also Women's History Month, and one of our guests this morning is parenting expert Dr. Debbie Gilboa. She is here with us to talk about getting our girls, our daughters, raising them to be strong, independent, creative young women who will make history one day themselves, and how to get guys and young men to respect them. We call you Dr. G. Always good to see you. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Women's History Month, we think about women, older women, women who have passed, but it's important to start with our girls. I have a daughter. She's 4. She'll be 5 in May. She's something else right now.
Absolutely.
How do we raise them to become these history-making women?
There are, I think, 3 strategies that we can use to really help our girls see how powerful they can be and how effective they can be in their lives. And the first thing is to really normalize the future we want them to have. So talking to our girls about, just in general, about how they're going to be decision makers.
Yes.
And that when something has to get done, of course it can be a woman who's in charge of it. And absolutely she can talk about her worth, that we can show our kids cool videos about equal pay when that issue comes up, and that we can ask our girls what their beliefs are, that we can normalize for girls how we want them to be treated. You know, a really common stereotype is for, and I'm going to lay a little blame on grandparents here, that when a girl is talking about a boy at school who isn't treating her nicely, that sometimes people will say, oh, he must like you. And I want us to not say, if a boy treats you poorly, he must like you. I want us to say, oh, he's being jerky. Don't hang out with him. Right? That if someone, you know, that if he wants your attention, he'll get it in a positive way. We tell our little boys, and I have sons, oh, if she's running away from you, she wants you to chase her. No, if she's running away from you, she doesn't want to spend time with you. Yes. Find a person who would like to spend time with you. That we have to be careful of the stereotypes, even if we think they're cute or sweet or harmless, that we're really got to normalize for our kids the future we want them to model.
And speaking of those stereotypes, I always find it troubling. As I said, I have a young daughter. When we're talking about careers, things that women traditionally do, we are breaking that mold now. I want her to be able to know that you can have any career. It doesn't matter if it's something that was meant for a man or a boy to do.
And there's some really good news there, because actually we know that girls who are in middle elementary school, 8, 9, 10 years old, they don't see in general certain activities being closed to them because of their gender. Also, we're allowing girls to participate more fully, but also girls themselves don't think, oh, I guess I couldn't play soccer because I'm a girl.
Right.
So the field has opened tremendously from when I was growing up, but we need to keep doing better. It should go through middle school and high school and beyond. You're absolutely right.
And then how do we get the young men in turn to respect our girls and to appreciate their worth?
So for them, also normalizing, I think, makes a big difference.
Yes.
But another thing that we can do with boys is to ask them to look. And this is something I want us to do with girls too. I want us to poke holes in the things that they see that they might not even be thinking about, like billboards and magazines and commercials. And to ask our kids to look for the trick. Even a 5 or a 6-year-old can look at an ad for a car that is, maybe in that ad for a car is a woman who's dressed very provocatively, and say, what's that car company want me to know about that woman? What does that woman have to do with their car? And ask our kids to try and look for the trick behind the curtain, to see what's the message they're sending, and what do we actually think about that message? Is that something that is true? Is that something that's valuable? And when we get our kids to be skeptical, we let them in on the secret. They like that. That feels very grown up to them, and they're interested then in poking holes at all the billboards they look at and the ads in magazines and the commercials on television, and they start to see that messages they're getting aren't necessarily the valuable messages that we agree with.
And then also for the older women, I think it's important for them as well to, as I said, know their worth and understand you are a woman, you matter, your voice matters.
And we can do that by modeling for our kids that we matter, that our opinion matters. If you find yourself at a family dinner with a large group, and maybe, as so often happens in groups, women aren't speaking up as much, they're leaving the table sooner to go clean up, talk in the kitchen, that we point it out and just say, I noticed that all the ladies stood up. Now, at my house with 4 boys, I will be like, I need some Y chromosomes to help me in the kitchen, please.
Yes.
And so I just name it, and I don't have to make a big deal about it, but I make them notice. And they'll come home from other people's houses and say, oh, that thing happened that you don't like, where only the women got up to clear. And so they're at least noticing it. But another thing we can do that I think will help with exactly what you're talking about for women seeing our worth is to praise our girls for what they can control. So instead of saying to a girl, you look so pretty at church today, saying, I really like how you dressed today to show everybody that church matters to you. Instead of saying to one of our daughters, your friends are so nice, because boy, we can't control if our friends are nice, and sometimes they're not,
right.
Is to say, I like that you really think carefully about who you're friends with. You pick people who treat you well.
Great advice, Dr. G. You always say things that we are so happy to hear and so important. Those are key messages as we try to empower our young girls. Dr. G, thank you so much. Of course, you can get much more advice from Dr. G, who is a regular contributor here on Pittsburgh Today Live. Always great to see her. Still to come.